Our special guest, Barry Goudreau. Good morning, sir.
Hey,
Whoops, are you? Oh, there you
I'm
are.
here.
Good,
I'm
good.
Here.
I thought you dropped off for a second there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Tom, how we doing?
We're doing marvelously well. Had quite a morning so far. A great guest roster, and now we cap it off with you, Barry Goudreau, original former member of Boston, guitar, backing vocals on the first two Boston albums. Debut and Don't Look Back. 24 million records. That's a hell of a start, Barry.
Yeah, really. We were years and years trying to get signed and hoping that we'd sell enough records to have a career. And my God, we sold 17 million on our first record.
No, there's certain things that I want to ask you, and if you don't want to answer the questions, I understand. But why'd you ever leave the band? I wish you hadn't left the band.
Well, I kind of wish I had left too. Well, back after our last tour that I did with the band, which was the tour of Europe, Tom came to us and told us if we wanted to do a solo record, to go and do a solo record. I hadn't really thought about doing a solo record, but I decided to put it together and brought it to a label, and they liked the idea and ended up putting it out. Of course, Tom wasn't really happy with the way they were promoting it. He felt as though, it was stealing Boston's thunder or whatever. And unfortunately, we were at odds, and I ended up leaving.
But I mean, what I love about and I'm not trying to take sides in this issue at all, but what I'm saying is...
Oh, come on, take my side, can't you?
Well, I can take your side if you want me to, but what I'm saying is, hey, you should go do this, Barry, and then Barry goes and does it, and all of a sudden, no, hey, don't do that. Well, you just...
Yeah, well, there was some miscommunication, and, the label put together a promotional campaign that I really didn't okay. It was already out before I even saw it, so, things kind of spiraled out of control. And the label, we had sold millions of records at that point, and they wanted to try to cash in on that, and unfortunately it all went to poop.
Well, it all went to poop. But not so much, because you're going to be in town Thursday, June 25th. Cattails in Mound, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well, you're coming at the right time because the weather just broke. Boston's one thing, but...
We haven't had much of a summer here yet either.
I know.
Winter doesn't seem to want to give up.
I know what you're saying. It's unbelievable. You're going to be playing with Tim Mahoney, which I don't know if you ever played with Tim before, but he's a hell of a talent.
Yep. Well, I'm looking forward to this. And the band headliner, they've backed up a bunch of my friends on trips out to Minnesota. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure they're going to knock it out of the park.
Now, how'd you put the new band together? You got some damn good people in this band.
Well, I was good friends with Fergie Frederiksen, who, of course, was from out there, and he introduced me to some of his other musician friends. Mm-hmm. And, I've kept those ties open, and I do come out there from time to time. I've done some shows with the Fabulous Armadillos. You've probably heard of them.
Sure, absolutely.
They're awesome. Great group of people. So, I'm looking forward to coming out, and I'm sure it's going to be great, and it's all for a good cause, too, for dynamite.
Are you going to...
We want to think about hockey in the middle of the summer, but it's a good, it's a good thing that to do it.
Are you going to get out on Lake Minnetonka at all?
I would love to. My friend Fergie had a boat, and we did some boating there. It's a beautiful, beautiful lake. I actually have a boat myself back east on a lake, so I really relate to that. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I know you're a boating guy anyway. And Lake Minnetonka is one of the great boating lakes in America. So
yeah, there's some good times there.
Okay, well, if somebody doesn't reach out in the next couple of days, let me know, because we'll get you out on the lake, no problem.
All right.
It's just a great time of the year to be here. Of course, summer just began yesterday on Father's Day, and it's time to get out on the lake and do some grilling out and go to some concerts and have a good time. It's wonderful that you come into town this time of
year. Well, it's beats come out in the winter, I guess, huh?
Well, yeah, you don't want to come out here in the winter. You don't want to be doing that. I have, if you don't mind, just about 60 seconds on Brad Delp, who is your brother-in-law.
He was. He was. My wife was his wife's sister. So, we were very close when the kids were growing up and spent a lot of time together. And, of course, Brad sang on the Return to Zero album that we did together. And before his death, we did another CD called Goudreau. It's got some really good tunes on it. Brad was a fantastic guy, and we still miss him.
It's interesting, Barry, is that from the outside looking in, people always think to themselves, why on earth would a guy in a position like that ever want to end his own life? But I just, we don't.
Well, if any of us who were close to him had known he was in that kind of a place, we certainly would have done whatever we could have. But, we didn't know. We didn't know, and unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
No, you're absolutely right. It's very, very sad, and I hope, and you certainly understand, and I hope Brad Delp's family understands, all the fans out there that really felt terrible about this situation because they enjoyed his work so much. But, you being a family member, pretty much a family member in any case, it's a different deal.
Yeah, it's really hard to understand. He seemed to have so much to live for, and what a voice!
Oh yeah,
what a voice! He'll never be replaced. He was one in a million.
Barry Goudreau in town this Thursday, as a matter of fact, June 25th, at Cattails and Mound, a beautiful area in any case. Barry, terrific talking to you, sir. Thanks for your time this morning.
Hey, Tom. Happy to speak with you. I hope to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go boating.
We'll go. We can get the boat rolling. Absolutely.
Sounds good, Tom. Thank you.
Thanks, Barry.
Yeah.
Barry Goudreau, former member of Boston. Yeah, it's one of those deals where you just, it's like, what do you mean he killed himself?
I know. It was so sad because they're such a great band, the early stuff. I just loved it. 24
million records. You can make $1 or $2 doing that.
Depression doesn't distinguish between success and non-success.
You wonder though, that song "Peace of Mind," is that kind of part of it?
Probably could be.
That was the biggest selling debut album ever until Guns N' Roses.
Right. See?
Really? God, you turn it upside down and
mental
spaceships were guitars.
Mental health doesn't really write a lot of good songs.
No,
well, Peace of Mind is a great song.
That's what I mean, but it comes from a dark place.
Oh, yeah.
Proceeds of the concert do go to Dynamites. Helps inner city kids get a chance to ice skate and play hockey. Yeah, like they want to do that. I wonder if he on ice skates.
Yeah.
No, it's a great cause. It's a really, really great cause because, hockey's a hell of a game, and it will help kids in the inner city get to play some hockey and ice skate.
In fact, we have 3 pair of tickets for caller 9, 10, 11.
Marvelous. 989 Rock, 989 Roll. KQ92's Wally Walker kicks off a classic rock free ride right now. Boston at 92 KQRS.